At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Acrisure. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Kyler. Completed to Hurst. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So the penalty is going to back them up 5. And in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Complete beyond the marker. This gets the 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Man in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He throws a bullet deep to the... He's got it inside the 10! And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Catch made by Austin. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Stays in. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
3rd and long for him here. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. He's on the move. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stops on the play by Zadarius Smith.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. Hurst there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10, Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Work through his progression, nobody available. By the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Completes this one to Hill.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Rodgers. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Escape, and they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete. We've got 3rd down.
That's the one you watch the next day, and as a quarterback, you want that throw back. Quarterbacks are perfectionists, and when it's caught just out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Gun. Here's Murray. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Slot man motioned over. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back now, pressure on its way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got it to his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers. With it, 1st and 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They've got a man in motion. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Murray here on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is brought in at the 15. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air, Murray. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Murray looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. They send a man in motion. Back to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing it just before halftime. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
This one is up and good. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On now is McManus to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers coming back after the pick. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the 32. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Again, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's sack number 2 for this guy, and we've got plenty of game left for him to keep wrecking it. And this is where offensively now you've got to do something. You got to make an adjustment. You got to slide to him. You got to chip to him, because this defensive end has been a nightmare.
Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
3rd and long, Rodgers. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one hits for 30. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. And the Steelers go in nickel, third down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Murray to throw here on third. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the well again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Looking to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. On now is McManus to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third and long for him here. Got his target. It's Hill. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's got it to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on fourth down. They get the first after a gain of 27. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trail by 15. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Throwing once again, Rodgers. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
The kick by Folk is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's 2nd and 5. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pressure comes. Rodgers on the move, headed right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.